If I seem out of breath, it's because I just did a bunch of sessions of the Stairmaster. Whoever's idea was it to build houses with 2 floors did not have children. See, Evelyn does this thing where she loses her binky and then decides to practice some Tai Chi, and then I have to go upstairs, put the binky in. Doesn't seem like a big deal, but yeah, those stairs. And it's not just normal running. It's like that quiet, quick. I'm actually working right now. Something I learned today that I'd never really thought about is that your bones are older than your teeth by about 0.25 years. Your dental age is about a quarter year younger than your bone age because your teeth develop later on. What's really wild are those like diagrams of children's teeth, your adult teeth coming in behind baby teeth. It really makes you feel like you're a human shark. I bought Caden a Echo Glow because he wakes up very early in the morning, and a lot of people suggest using lights that signify when your kid can get out of bed. So it'll be like an alarm clock where the light turns from red to yellow to green to signify that, like, hey, you're supposed to be asleep, or it's time to start waking up, and now you can go wake up your parents, which feels a little bit selfish as a parent, but there's sort of a secondary aspect there, which is that Caden is waking up at 4:45. Some mornings he wakes up and you can tell he's still tired. So it is sometimes in his best interest to go back to sleep. And a lot of times after he gets up and goes to the bathroom, we have been able to get him to go back to sleep. So it begs the question of his excitement to go downstairs overpowers his sleepiness. So maybe if he used that light system, that would encourage him to go back to sleep. Anyways, I was looking him up, and those light alarm clocks that are marketed for just this purpose almost precisely are anywhere from $30 to $60. There's a high likelihood that he might not even pay attention to it or, ignore it. However, there's a product called an Echo Glow that is essentially a smart light that changes colors. Right now, I just got it for about $15. And I had an old Echo Dot laying around. And, speaking of which, I have an Echo right here because I was doing some cleaning. I don't use my Echoes. I used to when we had our condo. We had a couple in different rooms, and they have sort of a stereo where they all play simultaneously. So it's kind of like you get almost like a surround sound throughout your house. That was the only function I ever used it for. I haven't bothered to set them up because I really just don't use them. I find the product to be incredibly annoying. Mostly because of one thing, which is that Amazon has gotten far more aggressive with their, push for customer utilization. I think they have found that customers aren't using the Echo, they're buying them and they're not using them. So therefore the sort of hype, like there was a couple years where everyone is getting everyone Echoes for Christmas. Like all that smart home technology was just taking off. And I think that's plateaued and possibly even dwindled because it's not that they're not useful. There's just something that's really finicky and unpredictable about Wi-Fi and these devices' ability to connect and stay connected to the Wi-Fi. But then on top of that, for whatever reason, the beautiful people over there at Amazon decided that the reason why no one's using their Echo is because they don't understand just how much you can do with your Echo. Yeah, every time I use the Echo now, it says something that, hey, can you set a timer for this? And we'll go, okay. By the way, I can also order you a new pair of socks on Amazon.com. All you have to say, and it's like, dude, I didn't ask. It's so assaulting to have this computer voice, Amazon's voice speaking into your house. So all that to say, I'm not a big fan of the Amazon Echoes just because I feel like they're pretty bloated, and like Amazon does and did, especially for a long period of time, is they sell products at a loss or a potentially less profit that they could potentially make with the sort of internal promise that it will be used to sell more products on Amazon. I don't know where I'm going with this other than I feel like these voice assistants are great in a demo. They sound really good, but they're just still so far from being truly useful. And I don't exactly know why. Enough rambling. I gotta get back to doing some animation, which is tedious.